At this point, I've gone through over 15 TikTok accounts. And TikTok is actually the best out of them all, believe it or not. 15 TikTok accounts. I've had a few Facebook accounts deleted, believe it or not. Um, I'm shadow banned everywhere, you guys. Uh, there's really no other way to put it. I'm shadow banned everywhere. Dating apps, um, Reddit, Rumble. They're shadow banning me on Rumble, of all places. Let me talk about the dating apps real quick. So, I actually conducted some pretty conclusive tests with Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble. What I did was I paid for a monthly membership. And then after a while, I thought something's not right. So I made a female account, right? Sure enough, I couldn't see my male self from the female account. Um, I did see the female me using the male account, and I messaged myself, but no message came through. So that's how they're doing it. So I've literally I've spent a significant amount of time wasting my time with dating apps. Thinking, anyways. When you start talking about Meta, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, um, Reddit, a lot of it is tactics that they use, but then they also have just straight up shadow banning, just like we're not going to let anybody see you. TikTok was like my number one spot for getting views, and now that's been taken off the App Store. I routinely delete the app, so of course it was deleted when they decided to stop, letting people download it again. I do have a laptop, so I can just start uploading, I guess, from my laptop. I guess I'll do that. But the interesting thing is this, you guys. TikTok was already working with the United States government with all the shadow banning and the censoring and stuff. So to think that, one is different than the other, I think you might be sadly mistaken. I'm pretty sure that TikTok and the United States government have been and were working together the whole time. Um, Stuff that shouldn't bother, or, just logically speaking, there were things that people in China really shouldn't have cared about. But all of a sudden, oh, they're shadow banning these videos of mine talking about American stuff that, they should be, if anything, kind of happy to see, or, not, oh, let's shadow ban it. Okay. There's a lot more going on here than you would think. All of these governments work together. Okay. And that even, I believe they're working together on the, with the Israel. Obviously, the U.S. government's working with Israel, but it's probably the Israel government working with the Palestinian government, and they're all working against the people. That's how it works. The same thing with Russia and the Ukraine. I believe that all this stuff is cover for something else. The something else is something that's more horrifying than war itself, quite frankly. And I'm not going to get into that right now. But I believe that's what's going on. I think that most of our wars that are happening or have happened within the last 50 years or so have been uh, fake. I, I just have this feeling, and of course, oh well, maybe if somebody who was in the Marines gets really angry and yells at me enough, maybe it will convince me that they're not fake or that they weren't. But I think they're cover for something else, you guys. I think they're cover for loss of life, and they use all of the mayhem and the confusion to. They have a saying: "It's out of chaos comes order." Okay, and that's something that they're constantly utilizing. So it's just a thought that I had that, that I've thought about a lot, and I've seen some evidence firsthand to suggest that I'm right. I think there's less people, you guys. And I think that's one of the reasons why they snubbed me off the internet all of a sudden, right before Trump gets elected. Just before Trump, or yeah, not before he gets elected, before he goes into office. Just within the last month, they deleted 2 of my YouTube channels. No strikes, no warnings. Boom, boom, 2 YouTube channels gone. And I wasn't cursing in them. I wasn't saying anything racist. I wasn't saying anything about, you know, any of the sex stuff. Nothing like that. I was talking about some adult topics, but um, I don't think I said anything that couldn't be said in a middle school classroom in front of a bunch of kids, quite frankly. I certainly refrained from cursing and slandering people. But there's either something that I said, it's either something I said on my YouTube channel. It's also possible that there was somebody who started watching my YouTube channel. And that's for some reason, like I'm oftentimes right with my guesses and my instincts and stuff. That's probably what the deal is. There's probably somebody who started watching my YouTube, okay? And they're like, oh no, this person or this group or whoever can't watch any more of this. Shut it down before they get to this episode or whatever. I don't know. Either that or I said something on those channels that like really just hit the nail on the head, which is what I have a habit of doing. So who knows what it was? I mean, I talked a lot about all these tunnels that are underneath a lot of the homes in Florida. I've talked about the the underwater structures I found in the rivers down in Florida that can be seen on satellites. I found a lot of this stuff while I was paddleboarding. I was living in Flagler Beach where a lot of this stuff was. I think it's partly so they can have their own disclosure. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they're trying to do their fake alien invasion thing. And how is that going to work when this professional looky-loo, this Josh fella from Florida is raising a ruckus about these buildings that he found? It's like, oop, there goes my camera. All they have done and all they're able to do is just delete me, pretend like I don't exist, basically. And that's one of the reasons I'm like not really feeling too good, because it's not just happening online, it's happening in my personal life as well with work. I drive for Uber, and 100% of my passengers, 100% of my passengers, I believe, are in the SS. Okay. I'm on the verge of figuring out specifically which iPhone model they all have, because it's like they all have 2 different iPhone models, I believe. So once I get that narrowed down, like I'm actually going to be able to figure out which in theory I can figure out which 3-letter agency is targeting me the most. Something to do with these iPhones. And another group uses Androids. Like I think, I could be wrong, but like this is just a guess. I'm guessing like no, it can't be right. I think it's I don't know. It's probably like the N. Let me think here. The Department of Homeland Security. They're probably the ones using the iPhones. Department of Homeland Security and another group, probably the NSA, right? And then I believe it might be the CIA using all the Androids, but I could have it all wrong. But I do know a large group of people who are all about those Androids, and they're in the SS. So, I don't know. Like a lot of the stuff that we see with the corporate people competing against each other, that might have something to do with a lot of other stuff going down underneath the ocean and whatnot. Anyways, man, like you guys, I'm just charging up my EV. I thought I'd do a quick video. I started working out again, and I'm gonna start doing regular videos again. I've just been, been in a slump, been in the rebuilding phases, and it's been difficult. It's been difficult coming to the conclusion that I've wasted hours and days and days and weeks, probably literally months and months and months of my life posting stuff online that has gotten a ton of views, well received, and then deleted. I can't tell you how many videos I had on TikTok that had well over 1 million views, probably around 10 to 15 videos with over 1 million views. A few of those had 4 million, 5 million views, you know, and then the account, boom, deleted. A lot of that's my fault because I didn't read any of the rules before I got on TikTok. I just started posting and stuff. Like the first account, I literally bought an ounce of weed and just started rolling up blunts and was just like smoking blunts and making videos like of me smoking the blunts. I didn't know that was against the rules. Anyways, kind of funny, but man, Uber is absolutely discriminating against me and really effing with me. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but anyways, I'm going to talk about the positive stuff and then I'm going to bounce. My apartment is freaking awesome. I love it. You know, I am still working right now for Uber. I got cleared to work in the cannabis industry here. You guys, I don't know if it's because my phone is hacked and stuff. So like, you know, quite frankly, I got to change my game up. I'm starting to wonder if these places have even gotten my resume. I haven't gotten callbacks from any of them except one. And the interview was like a total sham. Like the interview was basically like they had no intention of hiring me. I could just tell. You know, I'm not in any secret groups. I'm not friends with anybody that works in a dispensary where I live. And man, I have not, despite the fact that I have an extensive background in agriculture, I've had my medical card in Colorado, Florida, and California. I've been to over 100 dispensaries all over the country. Nope, not one call back. They're calling people back with less experience than me. That's the scary part. They're calling people with less knowledge, less experience than me in for interviews, but they're not even contacting me. All right, guys. Wish me luck or send me some good vibes or prayers about the dispensary job thing because it's really bumming me out. And this Uber thing is like beyond bummer. I like go hoarse a lot from yelling on the phone with them so much. They're committing federal crimes while they target me and other people. But, all right, y'all. Peace, one love. Peace, peace.